Hello everyone, this is Dushan for ICO TV video, and we are here in New York on Consensus Blockchain Conference, and I'm here standing with a nice gentleman, Kelvin, with a very famous surname, Coelho. Hi Kelvin, how are you?
Hi Dushan, thanks. Nice to meet you. Thanks for having me on the show.
Yeah, cool. Tell me about your project. You are doing an ICO, which is called MEvU Bet. It's about peer-to-peer betting platform, and you told me that it's already out for the testing, but not publicly.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about your platform?
Yeah, so MEvU is a peer-to-peer sport betting application. So we're using the Ethereum blockchain, and we're allowing people to make bets with Ether, not our token is needed, on sports bets or any custom bets on, for example, who could run faster down this hallway. We do have a support for esports as well, and we recently partnered with an existing centralized esports partner that's going to help support that. So some really cool things happening in the future, and yeah, so we do have an MVP. It is on the test net right now. We're going to do some really cool things around the World Cup here in June, so in about 1 month, more details will come soon where people can earn some free MEvU tokens.
So you're going to be ready for the World Cup?
Yes, our test net will be ready for the World Cup for people to go on there, participate, help us test it, and earn some MEvU tokens in return for that. So yeah, public sale is coming in September, and we're planning with having about 20,000 registered users by that time.
20,000 users?
By September, yes.
You told me it's a Ethereum platform, and the betting will be only in Ethereum. What is the function of your token?
Yeah, so our MEvU token is used to keep the platform decentralized and be used as an Oracle service. So what happens is if in a sport bet, let's say we want to bet on the World Cup, Portugal versus Germany, we both keep the odds 1-to-1 to make it simple, and so we both put up $50 worth of Ether. Essentially, at the end of that bet, we got to report who wins. So let's say you bet on Portugal and Portugal won, and so you report that, and I'm kind of mad that that you won the bet, and I do not want to report. Essentially, that goes to a dispute, and oracles stake our token and settle that dispute. Once that dispute is settled, they earn a percentage of the fees that we collect on every single bet. So we take a 3% fee on every successful bet, and half of that goes to these Oracle service for providing that.
That's the function of the token.
Yes, that's the function of the token.
And tell me a little bit more about the peer-to-peer betting. How is being done, and who can you choose as your counterfeit and so on? Who is on the other side?
Yeah, so it is global. So essentially what happens with our process is you create the bet, you go on, you see what team you want to bet on, who you want to win, you set the odds, you set how much Ether you want to put up, and what happens, it goes into what we call a match finder. So in this match finder, people can scroll through, look at what's out there right now, take one of those bets or create their own. If there's an automatic match, we will do that for them in the near future. But essentially, you're matching against somebody else, another individual. In the future, we have plans that bigger entities like existing sports books that want to place bets, they can set up a massive bet, call it like 100,000, and then we can have 100 different people match the other side of that by each putting $1,000 each. So eventually, it'll be a lot more automated, but at the very beginning, it will be kept 1-to-1 until we prove the concept, until we scale up organically.
So it's going to be easy to use. It's on the iPhone, on the smartphone, the app.
Yeah, so it is going to be very easy to use. We're going to use a MetaMask extension. So as long as you have Ether, you can send that contract. No KYC verification. Essentially, you send Ether into a contract, you wait for somebody to match that, or you share and get somebody to match that, and then the bet is placed.
Okay. You said 20,000 users by the September, and in 3 years from now?
3 years from now, we have a very lofty goal. Some might think we're crazy, but we have with partners, plans with partners to reach the 10 million user mark.
In 3 years from now?
3 to 5 years is the target. We're really strategizing that out, but we're here for the long term. We're not here to make money through an ICO. We're here to establish a brand new betting experience and to make it as simple and as fun as possible for users.
And tell me the guys behind the project.
Yeah, so
the team.
Yeah, so we have 9 people working on it full time. 6 of them are developers. We come from a background of working with the blockchain for 3 years, so we've kind of seen how the blockchain space has grown. We were actually introduced by a friend that went to school of Italic because we're from Waterloo, and so there's a massive ecosystem there in Waterloo for blockchain. I like calling it the Silicon Valley of Canada. Yeah, so it's a big, I guess, market there for it, and so we've evolved with it, and we're growing. We have amazing advisors that are helping us work on this project as well, some of the bigger names in the industry, and so we're strategizing and ready to execute on some plans.
And tell me about the ICO, when it's taking place and what is your hard cap?
Yeah, so the public ICO is also going to be going live with our platform, and that's going to be in September. So we're doing an ICO, we're selling 45 million tokens at about 34 cents as a starting price, targeting a raise around 16 million US. So essentially, we're going to have about a month period for that, and starting price of 34 cents and a closing price of 44.
It's in September, right?
September, yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you for an interesting discussion, and I hope that you will become 10 million users platform in 3 to 5 years from now.
Yes,
yeah, thanks a lot.
Okay, take care. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. That was it for this discussion, and of course, follow our channel for more interesting interviews. Bye-bye.